In a shocking twist that's captivated the internet, Chrisean Rock and Blueface stirred up serious buzz after an eventful stint behind bars, complete with cameras rolling. While their arrest made headlines, it was what happened inside jail that truly set social media on fire. The footage revealed unexpected, intimate moments between Chrisean Rock and her fellow female inmates, sparking a wave of reactions online. Known for her volatile relationship with rapper Blueface and her reality TV presence, Chrisean Rock continues to live a life that defies predictability. This latest chapter adds another layer to her already controversial public persona, blending scandal, surprise, and raw emotion into a viral storm. Chrisean Rock's roller coaster relationship with Blueface has always kept fans guessing. But what really adds layers to the intrigue is the fluid nature of her sexuality, a topic that has sparked endless debate online. Over time, the internet has caught glimpses of her getting up close and personal with other women, with one viral clip showing Chrisean passionately kissing another girl at a club. That moment alone lit up social media, with one of the top comments on X simply stating, "She's bi." The ambiguity hasn't gone unnoticed, especially by Blueface himself. In an episode of Crazy in Love, his discomfort with Chrisean's behavior led to a tense exchange, where he directly questioned her about where she stands. Since late 2022, viewers of the show have been hooked on the emotional chaos that defines their relationship. Even after the first season wrapped, the drama didn't stop. Zeus Network kept fans fed with bonus clips that quickly turned into viral moments, proving that when it comes to Blueface and Chrisean, the drama never really ends, it just evolves. Chrisean and Blueface's relationship has always been a storm of chaos, but one of the most talked about moments came from a jailhouse conversation, where the couple clashed over the idea of adding a third person, preferably another woman, into their bedroom. In a preview clip shared by the Neighborhood Talk, Blueface bluntly asked, "Are you part of the LGBTQ community?" Chrisean, adjusting her makeup, quickly replied, "I'm not gay, baby." But Blueface wasn't buying it. He pressed further, "So, will you just like making out with girls for fun?" By then, the internet had already seen several clips of her being intimate with other women. Chrisean responded, "Not anymore. I like making out with you now." That's when Blueface suggested she could just kiss another girl, nothing more. Chrisean pushed back, telling him his questions made her uncomfortable. "This is why I be ready to fight you. Since when did I start wanting to share?" When he insisted she enjoyed kissing women, she snapped back that she wasn't comfortable doing that in front of him. Things escalated when Blueface said, "You kiss all these girls without me, but with me, you don't want to kiss anyone." Later, when fans speculated about Chrisean's sexuality, she seemed genuinely confused about where the rumors were coming from, despite the fact that her public behavior suggested otherwise. During a live stream, a female fan began flirting with her, and Chrisean quickly shut it down, saying, "I don't eat cat." Looking straight into the camera, she added, "These girls want to come home with me, for what? I got nothing for them." Yet another female cast member, Mooney, fueled the rumors by saying, "This is my girlfriend, y'all. Y'all know what's up." Chrisean shot that down instantly. "Mooney is wild. I don't have anything for you." But Mooney clapped back, saying, "Girl, stop lying. You just need the right one. I might be the right one, baby." Things took an even messier turn when Chrisean announced she was pregnant. Blueface publicly denied being the father, tweeting that she'd been with other men and demanding a DNA test. He later tweeted, "Being my baby mama would be a blessing, and until there's a test, it's not mine." After the test confirmed he was the father, he begrudgingly accepted responsibility, but continued to slam Chrisean's parenting. He accused her of missing doctor appointments and delaying necessary surgery for their baby. Chrisean denied all claims and defended herself against harsh online criticism. Meanwhile, serious concerns about the health of Chrisean Rock's newborn began circulating across social media platforms, creating a storm of public scrutiny. Speculation gained momentum as fans and critics alike pointed fingers at Chrisean's behavior during pregnancy, most notably, her continued use of alcohol and tobacco. Many believe that such habits may have contributed to potential health complications for the baby, with particular attention given to fetal alcohol syndrome, FAS, a condition known to result from alcohol consumption during pregnancy. As these concerns mounted, internet users began closely observing any footage or photos featuring the child, hoping to find clarity. One incident that ignited a wave of backlash occurred during one of Chrisean's Instagram live sessions. While she went on discussing her latest tattoo, a large image of Blueface inked on her face, viewers were more focused on the baby, who could be heard crying in the background. Many described the baby's cry as strained, almost pained, and some pointed out distinct facial features they believed resembled symptoms commonly associated with FAS. These included small eye openings, a thin upper lip, and an unusually flat midface, all traits that have been medically linked to the disorder. Instead of interrupting her broadcast to check on the child, Chrisean continued engaging with her followers, passionately defending her choice to get the tattoo. This apparent disregard for the baby's needs only fueled the outrage, with many accusing her of prioritizing clout over her son's well-being. What made the situation more disturbing was that this wasn't an isolated event. In another live stream that followed soon after, similar observations were made by viewers. Once again, the baby was present on camera, and once again, viewers voiced concerns about the child's health. Observers noted that the baby's head movements appeared erratic, and his cries remained a focal point of concern. Several comments poured in, warning Chrisean that her baby might need immediate medical attention. But instead of addressing the concerns or ending the stream, she continued talking to her fans, this time defending herself against accusations of being a neglectful mother. The public's reaction was swift and brutal. Clips from her live streams were reposted across platforms like TikTok, Twitter, now X, and YouTube, where commentary channels dissected every detail of the baby's appearance and Chrisean's actions. Hashtags related to fetal alcohol syndrome and Chrisean rocks baby began trending. Even non-fans joined the conversation, with many urging child protective services to step in. The narrative that began to form painted Chrisean as an unfit mother who had endangered her child's health through reckless choices and ongoing neglect. While medical professionals could not issue a formal diagnosis without personally examining Chrisean and Blueface's child, many still weighed in on the matter from a clinical standpoint. Speaking generally, pediatric experts and child development specialists stress the seriousness of fetal alcohol syndrome, FAS, a condition that results from alcohol exposure during pregnancy. The concern wasn't just rooted in social media speculation. It was supported by decades of medical research indicating how damaging prenatal alcohol exposure can be to a developing fetus. Doctors explained that FAS is not just a set of physical features. It's a lifelong disorder that impacts nearly every area of a child's life. Children born with this condition often experience a combination of cognitive delays, such as learning disabilities, memory problems, and trouble with attention span. Beyond intellectual challenges, many also face behavioral disorders like hyperactivity, impulsivity, and social difficulties. Emotional regulation is often impaired, making it harder for them to adapt to structured environments like school or even simple social situations. Adding to these challenges are the physical markers often associated with the condition. These can include a smaller than average head size, a smooth ridge between the nose and upper lip, and other distinctive facial characteristics. If untreated or unmanaged, FAS can severely hinder a child's ability to function independently as they grow older. While early intervention and consistent medical care can help mitigate some of the developmental delays, there is no cure for the syndrome. This makes early detection and support absolutely critical. Health professionals also emphasized how difficult it is for children with FAS to thrive without a stable and attentive caregiving environment. This fact intensified concerns regarding Chrisean's readiness and capacity to care for a child, especially amid ongoing legal battles, public altercations, and repeated instances of erratic behavior. With so much instability surrounding the child's early life, the medical community, along with a large portion of the public, feared that any potential developmental disorder might go unaddressed or untreated. Ultimately, the involvement of medical professionals in this conversation highlighted the gravity of the situation. It shifted the narrative from celebrity gossip to a serious public health and child welfare issue. The baby's future now seemed uncertain, not only due to speculation around a potential diagnosis, but also because of the volatile environment into which he was born. Adding fuel to the fire, critics dug up old videos from Chrisean's pregnancy showing her drinking and partying in various public settings. These resurfaced clips were used as evidence by those criticizing her, reinforcing the belief that she had knowingly endangered her child's health. While some fans attempted to defend her, saying motherhood is challenging and everyone makes mistakes, the overwhelming consensus leaned toward concern and even outrage. Ultimately, what began as quiet whispers about the child's well-being turned into a full-blown online debate about parental responsibility, substance abuse, and the consequences of living one's life entirely in the public eye. In another viral moment, she was filmed in a store holding her baby while also juggling a dog and luggage. The baby's head was seen, swinging back and forth, which led to further criticism. Chrisean admitted the mistake, but argued that the woman recording should have helped her instead of filming for attention. The drama didn't stop there. In 2023, Chrisean got into a physical fight with Blueface's mother, and his sister was dragged into it too. Blueface later explained that the altercation happened after Chrisean came home from jail and saw that his mom had bought 2 dogs for home security after a break-in. To understand the chaos surrounding Chrisean, it's important to look at her background. One of 12 siblings, she grew up in an unstable home. Her father was in prison for 11 years, and her mother struggled with addiction. Many fans believe that the trauma from her childhood plays a role in her current struggles with alcohol and emotional regulation. Though she often blames her drinking on Blueface, others argue it runs deeper. In resurfaced clips and posts, Chrisean admitted that she drank just to cope with being around him. "I couldn't be near him unless I was drunk," she said. Blueface, however, denied responsibility and fired back, saying, "I didn't raise this young lady." From sexual identity confusion to public fights and parenting controversy, Chrisean's story is a tangled web of personal pain, fame-fueled dysfunction, and emotional extremes, played out in real time for the world to see. Blueface didn't hold back when addressing Chrisean Rock's struggles, claiming her issues with alcohol stem not from him, but from deeper-rooted problems within her own family, specifically, a long history of substance abuse. She drinks because she likes how it makes her feel, like anyone else. But abusing that feeling? That's on her, he said, stressing that her actions showed immaturity and a refusal to take responsibility. He even alleged that Chrisean asked for alcohol during her pregnancy, warning that once the baby was born, she'd likely be back to drinking. Tragically, Blueface's grim prediction was followed by yet another dark chapter in Chrisean's life. Not long after giving birth to their son, Chrisean was arrested, marking a dramatic twist in her already tumultuous journey. The arrest took place in San Fernando Valley, where she had gone to court in support of Blueface. What was meant to be a show of solidarity ended in shock when LAPD officers handcuffed the 24-year-old rapper and reality star, taking her into custody while she held her infant son. Chrisean Malone Jr. authorities swiftly removed the baby from her care, and the scene unfolded like a tragic movie plot. Official documents later confirmed that she was transferred to Craig County Detention Center in Veneta, Oklahoma, facing drug-related charges. Specifically, she was charged with possessing controlled substances with intent to distribute and for not having a proper tax stamp for them. The most unsettling detail, however, wasn't just the arrest, it was the aftermath. Neither Blueface nor Chrisean's family stepped forward to claim custody of the baby. With no one fighting for the 9-month-old, he was placed under state care, raising fears that he could end up in the foster system indefinitely. Sources told TMZ that it appeared the arrest had been strategically planned, as several LAPD officers were already waiting when Chrisean entered the courtroom. Eyewitnesses reported that the moment she stepped inside, she was immediately taken into custody. 2 female officers conducted a search while she was handcuffed, and her baby was taken by authorities on the spot. After the pat-down was completed, Chrisean was quietly led out of the courthouse, leaving behind a scene that underscored the unraveling of a life once full of potential, but now overwhelmed by chaos and consequence.